I'm sure you've already heard the stories of investors making absolute fortunes in real estate over the last few years. It's investors buying properties in Florida, Texas, or California and watching their net worth double almost overnight. But what if I told you that most people chasing real estate right now have it completely backwards when it comes to building real, lasting wealth? You see, there's a quiet, almost hidden way to build a portfolio right now, one that generates consistent, predictable monthly income that actually outpaces inflation and the sky-high interest rates. One that could eventually replace your salary entirely and build a fortress around your retirement and create something your kids can actually inherit without needing to live in the state, become a full-time landlord, or gamble on a market that might not cooperate. In fact, there is a way you can invest in single-family homes right now the same way institutions do, but without needing their huge budget. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to take advantage of something just like this. Now, most people don't know this, but there's actually two completely different real estate markets operating in this country right now. And the serious money is quietly shifting out of one and pouring its money into the other. So if you're looking to own property that produces income from day one, builds equity over time, and doesn't keep you up at night, you need to make sure you're in the cash flow fortress market and not the appreciation trap. And I'll show you exactly what I mean in just a moment when I say that. But first, let me take a moment to even explain who I am, why you should listen to anything that I say, and answer a few of your questions. My name is Chloe. I'm a real estate agent and investor. I personally own rental properties in the market that I'm about to reveal to you, so keep on watching. And that's not all. I've helped investors just like you acquire over 500 properties over the last several years in the same exact market. I didn't learn anything that I'm sharing from a course. I didn't learn this from a YouTube video. I didn't learn this from online threads. I learned this by putting my own money on the line. I've made every single mistake possible in the book there is out there, and eventually figuring out what the serious long-term investors were actually doing to build wealth and protect it. And I started to notice a little bit of a pattern. The investors who were winning, they actually weren't buying in Miami. They weren't buying in Los Angeles. They weren't buying in markets where the only way the numbers work is that the property values continue to go up. They were running towards a specific type of market, one that most people scroll through real estate content right now are actually completely overlooking. And this is the market that allowed me to build my portfolio and help hundreds of investors do the exact same thing. So let me show you what I mean. The first market is what I like to call the appreciation trap. This is the market you see all over social media, right? Markets like Florida, Texas, California, Carolinas, you know, the ones that get all the hype. I mean, just take a look at what's behind me right now. I'm here at a beautiful Airbnb in Wilmington, North Carolina. In a home like this, in a market like this, you're looking at close to $500,000 just to get in the door. This is not investing. This is not speculation. And right now, with interest rates where they are and with the economy doing what it's doing, if you jump in a market like this, you're completely setting yourself up for failure from the start. But now let's look at this. $190,000, same type of home, fully remodeled, good neighborhood, and the rent on this property covers the mortgage, the taxes, the insurance, the property management, and to top it off, still puts money in your pocket every single month from the moment that a tenant is placed inside for a fraction of what every other hyped up market in this country costs right now. This is the difference between appreciation trap and the cash flow fortress. One market makes you pray, the other one makes you money. This is the cash flow fortress market, the birthplace of true generational wealth. And think about what it would feel like to wake up one day and realize the rent that's coming in every single month has completely replaced your salary. You don't have to go back to work unless you want to. You can retire early. And it's not because you got lucky. It's because you made one smart decision and let that decision compound. And 10, 15, 20 years from now, your kids can inherit an asset that's already paid off, already producing income, and already worth multiples from what you put it in. This is what real estate is supposed to do. And Ohio is one of the last markets in this country where the math still works. We personally spotted this market months ago. We watched it produce cash flow consistently through 2008, through COVID, through every single economic storm this country has seen over the last 2 decades. Out-of-state investors are coming here from California, New York, Texas, and many other states, not just because Ohio is glamorous, because the numbers actually work here where they don't work anywhere else. Ohio is a landlord-friendly state, and if the tenant stops paying, they're out in 30 days. You're not waiting 6 months, hiring an attorney, watching someone live for free in your property while you cover every single bill. And not only just that, Ohio is also nature-friendly. And what I mean by that is you won't be spending unnecessary amounts of money on hurricane damage, wildfires burning down your houses, or unexpected flood zones. In Ohio, you're not beating against nature. The insurance is actually predictable. Your asset is stable and your investments are truly protected. Now, here is something that I do want to show you, because not every investor comes in with the same exact goals, which is okay. And not every investor comes in with the same amount of capital, which is also okay. So let me walk you through the 2 ways we help our investors by building portfolios right here. The first is turnkey investing. So this is for the investors who want the simple, most hands-off path as possible. We find a fully remodeled property in a solid neighborhood. We hand it to you with a property management company already in place. You collect a check every single month and never swing a hammer. And for some investors, that's a dream come true. You never take those soul-sucking calls from tenants where they broke the toilet, a pipe burst, or a Lego stuck in the drain. The property management company takes care of that for you every single time, so you can sleep at night knowing full well your asset is protected and you're actually building equity while you sleep. This is the strategy for investors who want immediate cash flow with 0 headaches. Now, the second strategy is the BRRRR strategy. That's where investors buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. This is for the investors who want to recycle their capital, scale faster. You buy a property, needs a little bit of work. We manage the full renovation through our vetted contractor networks. We get it rented out. You refinance based on the new higher appraised value, and you pull majority of that original capital back out so you can go and do it again and again. This is the strategy for investors who want to build a multi-property portfolio without tying up all their capital in one deal. Both strategies do work, don't get me wrong. The right one depends on your goals, your timeline, and the capital. And this is exactly what we figured out together on our strategy call. Now, here's the part most people do miss, which is finding the right property in this market is just only half of the equation. The other half is everything that happens after you buy it. It's actually the contractors, the property management, the ongoing maintenance. This is where most out-of-state investors actually get burned out. And it's not because Ohio is a bad market. It's because they went into it alone or with the wrong team and got them in a property in a bad neighborhood. And this is exactly why you need someone like me to be on the ground here. Someone who's had already made these mistakes so you don't have to. Someone who owns multiple properties in this market is why investors choose to work with me. Again, not because I have a course, not because I have a coaching program, but because I live here, because I own properties here in Ohio, because every single contractor, property manager, and vendor in my network has worked on my own portfolio. I am not handing you contacts that I have not personally tested, and I do not send you a deal that I would never consider buying myself, because I have been burned by bad vendors before, and I'm not going to pass that bad experience on to you. And your only job is to look at what we send you, say yes or no, and we handle everything else. Now, I know what you might be thinking. If this is so good, why isn't everyone doing it? Because honestly, most people get trapped in the $60,000 illusion. There is companies out there right now promising you that you can buy a property in Ohio for $60,000 and watch the cash flow roll in. And a part of you has probably wondered if there is a catch to that, and I'm going to be honest with you, there definitely is. Those properties are in neighborhoods where property management usually refuses to work, where my contractors won't go because their tools have gotten stolen off the job site. And most investors actually have to end up spending $40,000 in repairs the first 2 to 3 years just to keep the place standing. A deal that looks cheaper on paper is almost always more expensive in real life. And to me, that is not a cash flow fortress. That is a complete liability dressed up as an investment, and we don't touch those. We focus exclusively on safe, sound, and secure properties in solid neighborhoods with real tenants already in place or ready to move in. And the entry point for that, it's not close to $500,000 like the Airbnb right here in North Carolina. It's only $30,000. That is the minimum down payment to own a cash flowing rental property in Ohio right now. So for $30,000, you can own a hard asset that can 5 to 7x your income in over 7 to 10 years of a holding period, while a tenant pays down the entire thing for you. And if you want to know exactly how to get started with $30,000, this is exactly what the strategy call is for. Now, I want to tell you something that I genuinely believe no one else is offering in this space right now, because I am so confident in what I do and what my team can handle. If I take you on as a client and I fail to deliver a property within 12 months, you get all of your money back guaranteed. Every single dollar, no questions even asked. I'm putting that in writing to not only protect you, but to show that I'm serious about my job. And I can offer that because in all the years I've been doing this, my track record is 99.9%. I have never had to honor that guaranteed as of today's date, and I've been doing this for going on 6 years. Not once. And if I want you to know that I exist, because when you work with me, I don't want you to take a leap of faith with me. I want you to make a true calculated decision that is backed by a guarantee that almost no one else in this industry that is willing to truly put on the table and do. Now, before you book that call, I want you to hear some of the investors who have actually already done this with me. So I'd like you to take a look at Adam. He's an investor based out of Texas. He has closed on 4 cash flowing properties in under 90 days. Let's take a look at Femi's journey. He's a brand new investor, saw the potential in the returns in the Ohio market, and now he has 2 fully occupied cash flowing duplexes. I want to be clear, this is not financial advice. Every investment carries risk, and you are responsible for your own decisions. But what I can tell you is our team is here to minimize that risk as much as humanly possible. When you work with us, you get our vetted network, our boots on the ground team, and the exact same resources I use for my own properties. Now, a quick note, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme overnight. And if you are a serious investor who wants to own a real asset that produces real income right now and actually builds something your family can want to keep and actually keep, then we would love to talk to you. Hit the link below. Apply for a strategy call with our team. And during that call, you will actually get your own customized strategy build completely up and around your situation and capital. A look at the specific properties available in real time across these 2 strategies. A clear picture on how to minimize your risk investing out of state. And most importantly, we will tell you honestly whether we can actually help you or not. There is no pressure on this call whatsoever. This is truly just an honest and open conversation about whether this is the right move for you. So here's where we are right now. You have seen the 2 markets, you know which one is working, you know which one is bleeding investors dry, and you know what Ohio has to offer that nowhere else in this country can match right now. And you know that there is a team already on the ground with a 12-month guarantee ready to do all the heavy lifting for you. The one thing left is a decision. Not a big one, just a conversation. Hit the link below, apply for the call, see if it's something that makes sense for you to do. And if it does, you will look back on this moment as the day you stopped watching other people build wealth and start building your own.